Good morning, guys. Or more like mid-afternoon. It's probably like 11 o'clock or something like that, but I figured I'd do a solo video for you guys today because it is currently snowing, and yes, it is March 21st and it's supposed to be spring, but let me show you. That's what it looks like out back. Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, this is so random, but I kind of wanted to like touch base on this. I didn't think I was gonna film today for one reason and one reason only. Let's take a close look at my face today. Yep. This morning I woke up with zits all over my face, and I really don't know why. I never break out, so I have no idea. Is it here? Is it here? Zits right here, zits right here. And yes, I realized that this video is going public, so I don't really care if people see me for me with like all my zits. And I'm so barefaced today. I have nothing on. My hair is a mess. But I just wanted to talk in this video. I was gonna do a video today, but I don't have any like assignments to do because, like I said, it's the last day, like it's like the last days of class, so I really don't have an assignment due, and I don't have work, and I don't have school. But I kind of want to do a video on this because I feel like no one does videos on this because most YouTubers don't go to school. So, and it's so ironic, but I'm wearing my Jefferson shirt. Jefferson again. I seriously was not planning on doing this video, and then I was just sitting on the couch and I was like, you know, I'm gonna do a video about going to school and like picking your major and stuff like that. And I was sitting on the couch and I was like, I'm wearing my Jefferson shirt, like this has to happen. So I just want to talk about like going to college, things like that. So how to pick your major, or even if you're not going to school, which is fine. But I just want to talk about my experience. It may not be interesting to you, so if it's not, then click out of the video. But it's interesting to me because it's my life. So I graduated high school in 2010. I went to Montco, graduated from Montco in 2014 with my liberal studies degree, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I mean, I did, but I didn't. In high school, I wanted to be a cosmetologist. When I went to Montco, I wanted to be a psychologist. And then as I was going further into psychology, I wanted to be a nurse. And then I kept changing my major. Like, I changed my major a million times, which is so normal. I think, like, everyone changes their major. It's normal. But I just want people to know, like, I'm not sure who's going to be watching this video. It might be, like, younger kids who are, like, in high school and they don't know what they want to do with their life, or even people that are my age and haven't gone to college yet. And I'm not even saying that like you have to go to school, because there are so many people who are successful that have never went to college. Like my parents, they never went to college, but they're successful. Some of my friends, they didn't go to school and they were pretty successful. You don't have to go to college to be successful. It's your preference. And don't force yourself to go to school if you don't want to go to school, because you're just going to be wasting money, and school is really expensive. And yes, like I said, I did graduate with my liberal studies degree because I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I know I wanted to graduate and figure out like what I was going to do after that. So I graduated 2014 with my liberal studies degree. I had every mindset that I was going to stay at Montco and apply to their nursing program, which is almost impossible to get into, by the way. So shout out to everyone that's a nurse and is like going to school for nursing, because any program that you try to get into is almost impossible. That was my mindset. I wanted to be a nurse. And then I got a job at the place I'm at now, and I was exposed to occupational therapy, which not many people understand what occupational therapy is. They think it's physical therapy, which it's not. And The way I see the difference between physical therapy and occupational therapy is that physical therapy tries to help people get back to doing physical things. Like it is what it says. So walking, running, like walking with a walker, anything. Like if you get into a car accident, it's physical therapy. I had to do physical therapy because I was injured at work. So that's like, it is what it is. But occupational therapy is more, I'd say more intimate. Like you're helping them physically as well, but you're not doing physical therapy with them. You are trying to get that person back to where they once were. Occupational therapy is amazing because you try to help people get back to where they once were. And it is more, to me, it is more one-on-one. An occupation is an activity in which like someone wants to engage in, and it's something that they used to do that they're trying to get back to do. So you do activities with them, activities of daily living, instrumental activities of daily living. There's a lot, leisure activities. There's a lot of things that you can do with them to make them get back to where they once were, and you set goals for them. And that client is interested in trying, hopefully is interested in trying to get back to where they want to be. So they engage in these activities because they want to get back to where they once were. And it was an activity that was meaningful to them before. So when you're helping them get back to where they want to be, it's more like they're interested because it's something that they used to do and that they engage in, something that they used to do often that they miss doing and want to get back to. So I see physical therapy as something that you have to do because it's for your body, it's for your health, you know. It's like you have to get your body back to where it once was, because if you don't, then you're going to have limitations on everyday activities, and that's where occupational therapy comes into play, because it's the activities that you do every day. And it could be bathing, it could be dressing, it could be all sorts of things. And then you have leisure activities, things that you enjoy to do like on your free time, in your spare time. So I feel like occupational therapy is more one-on-one client-based approach, because what the client wants as well, and you're just trying to help the client get back to where they once were, doing what they love to do. So no shame or hate on physical therapy, but I just feel like physical therapy is what it is. It's just physical work, and physical therapy has helped me a lot with my back, so I can't say anything bad about that. Like, my back feels 100% better, but I just feel like you have more of a connection with the client when it's occupational therapy. When you're working with the client, I feel like it's going to be meaningful, and they're going to want to appreciate you more because it's something that they used to love to do that they're now able to do again. And sometimes you won't be able to reach goals with them, because sometimes you'll be with people that have memory deficits or something like that. And that's something that I want to go into. I want to go into geriatrics, and I want to do skilled nursing facilities, which a lot of my classmates and a lot of people that I met don't want to do, because that's not their thing, which is fine, because it could be difficult trying to make a goal for someone may not necessarily be able to reach, but at least you can help them get there in the process. So basically, that's occupational therapy. So now I go to Jefferson for occupational therapy. Long story short, it's a accelerated program. It is really fast, and I can't say that I know so much about occupational therapy yet, because I'm only just finishing term 3 and there's 10 terms, and I haven't even started occupational therapy classes yet. Like, we just finished anatomy on we were just finishing anatomy this weekend. So I can't say that I know everything, because I don't. I'm still learning, obviously, because it's in the beginning of the program. But I just wanted to touch base with people who may be watching this video and may be stuck. So I'm 25 years old, and I'm finally doing something, finally studying something that I love. And it took me forever to figure out what I wanted to do. And as soon as I found this, like, As I was exposed to this, I already knew, like, this is what I wanted to do. And I'm in OTA school, which is Occupational Therapy Assistant. It's obviously below an OT, but I didn't want to do full-blown OT yet because I wanted to get a feel of what OTA was, and I absolutely love it. And you had to go through a series of, like, you have to go through an interview. It's a long process to get accepted in a school, and it was Philadelphia University, but then they changed to Jefferson. So you basically have to do an interview, you have to do reference letters, resume, transcripts, and then you get accepted to school, which I applied to this school and I applied to Harcum, and I got into this school, and I was so happy because I found out they had a Bucks County campus, which is 15 minutes from my house, so it actually worked perfectly. So everything was just falling into place this time last year, because that's when I found out I got accepted. Everything was like finally getting to where, like, I felt like I belonged. So fast forward to now, I'm in term 3. I absolutely love it, and I was so scared to take anatomy because it's intense, and especially taking anatomy within 8 weeks, like, that's insane. But it was mostly occupational therapy based anatomy, so it was interesting. It was tough, don't get me wrong, because you have to go through, like, exams, competencies, we had pop quizzes, blackboard posts, and we got out of the presentation, so I was so happy about that. But it's more like you have so much on your plate when you graduate high school. People are jumping down your throat. What are you going to be doing after high school? They want you to plan where you're going to go to where you're going to go to college in 11th grade in your junior year. No one ever knows where they're going to go junior year. I didn't even know. I changed my major like 5 times. So whether you're in high school right now, whether you're my age and you never went to college, I know it's tough, and I just want to say that everyone runs on their own timeline. Everyone takes different paths in life, and it was hard for me to understand that because I look at other people who are probably same exact age as me or younger, and they're so successful. They have a great job, they drive a great car, they have a beautiful house. Or there's like people who never went to school and they're more successful. And it's not like, I'm not even bashing the people who are more successful than I am, but all your life you have a plan for yourself. You graduate high school at 18, you go to college for 4 years. At 21 you get a great job, you have a house, like you buy a house with your significant other, you buy a beautiful car, you have beautiful kids, and you have a great family, and your life is great. And you can't say that wasn't your mindset at one point, because everyone had a plan for themselves. And I'm 25 now. I thought I would have 2 kids by now, and I would have my dream job and my dream car and my dream house. But it's not necessarily, that's not how it works. Everyone has their own different timeline. Everyone has their own path. People who are my age and they still don't know what to do with their life. And that's okay. Like I said, everyone has their own path. Or if you're happy doing what you're doing now, fine. Some people may have had jobs since we graduated high school and moved up, and that's what they love to do. Maybe you just want to work so hard that you want to move up and you want to be like a manager or CEO at the company that you're working at. Maybe you love it, fine. But I never felt like that. I always felt like I had to go to school. And at Montco, I wanted to give up a million times. I wanted to quit school because I wasn't happy. I didn't know what I wanted to study. I didn't know what I wanted to graduate with, like what type of degree. I was not happy. Like, I am so surprised that I stuck with it because of how unhappy I was. And you can ask anyone. I've been in college since 2010 and it's 2018, and I still have a year and a half to go before I graduate with a degree that I want to graduate with. So now that I'm in OTA school. I absolutely love it. It is tough. The classes are only 8 weeks long. It goes by so fast, but I love school and I love learning, and it's content that I'm really interested in. So if you're going to school for something you love, then it's worth the money. I pay for school myself. I pay for classes. I pay for my books. I pay for everything. I've always paid for school myself. May have had to take out a loan, but it's under my name and I have to pay it back. So it was my choice. It was my choice. If I wanted to go to school, then I would go to school. I have something to look forward to. So I just want to, I know this is blabbing, like I know I'm on a rant right now, and I know you probably don't care about my school experience, but I just want to say, don't ever feel like you're not doing something right, because whatever you're doing, you're working towards something. Whether it's a new job or taking classes for a program that you're trying to get into, or not even necessarily going to school. Maybe you don't know what you want to do. But no matter your age, just remember that you don't have a timeline. And I grew up thinking that, and I used to get so sick. Like, I used to stay up all night sometimes thinking about how many people that I graduated high school with that are so successful now, and I wish I was in their place. But I didn't know what I wanted to do. And everyone does things differently. So some people may graduate college, get married, have a kid. Some people may have a kid, graduate college, and get married. It doesn't matter which way you go. Which way you go, it's your life. So it's not about where you end up. It's about the journey to get there. I know so many people who have had kids before they graduated high school, before they graduated college. Or maybe they're not even in school, but they have a great job. Everyone has something going for themselves, and I don't want anyone to ever think that they're a failure or they're low life, or everyone feels stuck. I mean, sometimes I feel stuck, but right now I'm finally into something that I love, and I know a lot of YouTubers don't go to school, which is fine because YouTube is like their full-time job. But if I weren't in school, I would be able to post more. But YouTube is for fun, so my first priority right now is school. Then my second priority is work. And then on the side, I do videos. I enjoy filming videos as like a hobby, something to make me feel like relaxed and stress-free, because I don't have any hobbies besides watching Netflix, and that's like, I could watch Netflix all day. I feel like so much is going on in your life and you are tired or you're stressed, find a hobby. And I know it's so easy to say, but there are so many things you can do. Like, some people like knitting or scrapbooking, something to take the stress away of going to school or going to work, or even if you don't know where you want to go in life. It's always good to have something that makes you happy, that makes you feel relaxed. And I just feel like a lot of people don't really know what they want to do with their lives, and that's fine. Like, I know that everyone goes on different paths and they have a different timeline for themselves, but my advice to you is don't make a timeline. Don't necessarily make a timeline in order of events that you think that you're gonna like accomplish. I would just jot things down that you want to reach those goals with, and it could be anything. It doesn't even have to be school or work. But I know a lot of people are stuck, and I was stuck for a long time. I was stuck from 2010 to last year. So I was stuck for like 7 years. I had no idea what I wanted to do. I honestly wish I didn't stay in school for so long, because now I have Monco loan plus Jefferson loan, so that's going to be a lot of money that I'm going to have to owe. But I'm going to school for something that I'm truly interested in, so it's less of a burden. I mean, it is intense because it's accelerated and these classes are only 8 weeks long. I didn't go to Munco at all. I don't think I would ever go back to school, and that's just me. That just might be like my preference. I don't think if I stayed out of school from 2010 till 2017, I don't think I would ever go back, because I don't think I would have that motivation. And even if you don't want to go to college, maybe you went to college for a semester and you hated it, it might not be your thing. Or maybe you're interested in photography or graphic design and you can take 1 or 2 classes here and there just to get experience on it, and then you start applying for jobs. Do some, and I know it sounds so cliche, but do what you love to do. And I couldn't see myself graduating from Munco with a liberal studies degree and working a desk job or secretary job or something that's just so minimal and bland, like there's not much you can do with a liberal arts degree. And I'm not the type of person to like work and sit down at a desk, and that may be your preference, but I can't sit still for 8 hours a day. I have to be running around. That's why I'm working right now as a resident assistant, because you're on your feet all day, and it is tiring, and you want to collapse at the end of the day. But I couldn't imagine not being on my feet for 8 straight hours, because the day goes by so much faster. So that's where I am. But I just want to say, a lot of people feel like they're doing wrong, or they're not where they want to be just yet, and they feel like they want to give up. Just know that everyone reaches goals at their own time. Everyone accomplishes things at their own time. Some people go to school and they take a break for a year and they go back, fine. I know a lot of people who are my age who are struggling with money because they have to pay for themselves. They have to pay themselves through school. I have my own place, so I have to pay rent on top of car insurance, on top of cable, on top of different bills. I have a lot of different bills, credit card, like little things like that. So I feel like I could have completed this early on in life, but whatever happens in your life, whatever bumps you hit along the way, that makes you who you are today. And you always have a story to tell, and you always can say that you accomplished something. Like, I know my best friend sometimes feels like she is stuck because she's taking classes, but she doesn't really know what she wants to do. But I'm so proud of her because she's continuing with school, because she likes school and she likes to learn, and she's really smart, but along the way she's trying to figure out like what she wants to do, and she doesn't give up. And that's what I love about her, and she is probably one of the most motivational people that I've ever met, and she always tells me to continue to be strong, to power through it, and you need people like that in your life. So I'm very lucky to have lots of best friends and family telling me how well that I'm doing, how they're proud of me, and that's just what makes you keep going. So, and I'm not even talking about school. Like, working full-time is tough as it is, no matter what you're doing. So wherever you are in life, just know that you're there for a reason, and excuse me, you don't ever feel like you're a failure. And I would love to just say that I don't go to school and I don't work and I just make money from home or something, and I know some people might do that, and that's fine, and I would love that. But I'm the type of person to be motivated, to keep going, to not stop until I get there. Like, that's just the type of person that I am, and I have so many people supporting that decision, so it makes it a lot easier to go to school. And then on top of that, my classmates, who are amazing and help me get through it, it's those type of friends that are forever friends, because they know what you're going through, because they're going through it too. And they support you and motivate you and inspire you to do well. And that's how we get through it, because we're in this together. So just know that you're not alone, and you may click on this video and be like, oh, this is ridiculous. I'm not watching her for 20 minutes talk about her school and her journey and everything. But I'm just trying to let everyone know that wherever you are in life, you got there because you accomplished something to get where you are. So give yourself a hobby, make yourself feel relaxed, make yourself feel like you're important, because you are, no matter what you do, whether you just work or you just go to school and you're trying to figure out what you want to do, or you're not doing either, but you're on your way to figuring out what the hell am I doing with my life, right? But don't stress about it. Like, some people just travel, if you have nothing holding you back, travel, you know? Get out there, explore the world. I would love to travel, but I'm gonna have to wait until after I graduate. Is in different parts of their life, whether you're 18, 20, 30, whatever. Everyone gets to where they need to be at different times, and there's no timeline. Just remember that you take your own path, and don't follow other people. Don't do things because other people are doing it and it looks cool. You might not love it, so you're going to be miserable the rest of your life. So do something that you love. That way when you wake up, you are excited to do whatever you're doing for the day. So that's my ramble for you. Anyways, so I'm glad you got to see like 8 zits on camera today. I didn't even bother like hiding them because this is the real me. I don't even care. But if you got this far, thank you for watching my video. And if you're ever feeling that way, feel free to comment. Whatever you want to do, if you want to message me on Instagram, I'll put it right here. Or if you just feel like you're in the same boat, like, just everyone is in this together. We all have different ways of how we got to where we are today, so don't ever feel like you're alone. Anyway, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It's a different video. I don't really see anyone talking about school on YouTube because not many YouTubers go to school, so maybe this will be like an interesting video for someone who's feeling the same way, or just people who might need to hear this. It's just simple as that. So if you got this far, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.